Dude, y'all need to stop
He
jerk.
really just like lets me put him
What do I
in
have
any
in the
pose I want him
background?
to.
Oh shit. Anyway, what I was trying to say was y'all need to stop jerking it, bruh. Y'all gotta stop. Me personally, I would never do that to anime women. Okay. Anyways, let's get into it.
This is an anime girl. To the average observer, this may look like just another animated character. But what
She's
if
kind of hot.
I
Sorry.
told you that characters like this have been reaching international popularity? Whether you're from Japan or not, the odds are that you yourself have seen someone online using an anime girl as an avatar. In this video on PaxTube, we're here to find out
Ain't that what I do? Oh shit. Oh shit.
why these characters are so well liked. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about anime. Specifically, the anime and manga industry produced by
Yo, if anyone's wondering, this wait, you can't even see it from my picture. Okay. This anime is Violet Evergarden. It's so good. You should watch it. Anyways, let's keep going. Sorry.
Japan. This art industry has become very popular around the world, especially on the internet. Unlike Western animation, which typically gears itself toward children, the anime industry targets a wide variety of age demographics.
Bro, Vinland Saga, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. Vinland Saga's peak, dude. Top 10 anime of all time in my opinion.
You'll find fans who are adults and teenagers alike. In recent years, Western companies have even attempted live-action adaptations of anime, with not much
Most of them are terrible.
success, to put it lightly.
Yeah, that's for
But
sure.
the rise of popularity of anime in the West is worthy of investigation, and it leads us to some telling conclusions.
Apparently, the One Piece adaptation was good. I don't know how true that is because that's coming from my dad and he hasn't really watched the anime. So you know.
A key factor that stands out in anime's success is its female characters, who garner fan bases in and of themselves.
You damn right. You damn right, bruh. Not ReZero. Darling in the Franxx, dude. The main heroine, you know what I'm talking about? She was so popular for so long. Actually insane. It was actually insane. That was number one, like, anime girl of all time for a lot of people for so long. It was like crazy.
The term waifu, a variation of the word wife, is
It
used
might have been my number one too. I don't know. Who knows?
commonly in anime circles to refer to one's favorite female character. It's become obvious at this point that anime girls have a special charm that viewers in the West are picking up on. Firstly, appearance. Now, the most common explanation of why anime girls are popular is that they're cute. And that's very true. These characters are professionally designed to be feminine and attractive.
Yep.
There are entire animation methods devoted to their styles. The physical traits that are highlighted in anime include flowing hair, large and detailed eyes, and slim or curvaceous bodies. These features
Yep. Also, their personalities are a lot better than in real life. It's a fantasy. I love it. Me personally. Sorry. I just said stop being this mindset. My
are
bad.
highlighted because they're widely accepted as beautiful. Some might argue that beauty is subjective, but let's face it, they're ultimately physical traits that people are biologically wired to be attracted to. Those creating anime do not try to obscure this. It should also be noted that these female designs go hand in hand with clothing that accentuates their feminine features, such as ribbons, bows, or other hair accessories. Meanwhile, some character designs are more childlike, which are intended to trigger protective instincts from the viewer. You could call this the cute or comfy factor.
Dude, Rem. Oh my gosh, I love Rem. Yeah.
Now, of course, anime doesn't exist in a vacuum, so to understand its ascendancy in the West, we also need to look at what's going on in Western media. In Western media, by contrast, there's been efforts to reduce character designs that even differentiate between men and women. Some have linked this to the fat acceptance and androgynous movements.
Like, just stop it. Why are we doing this shit? My bad. But yeah, just stop. Like, please. Everyone knows what is attractive, bro. It's skinny bodies that usually typically fit into either masculine or feminine roles. It's not like complicated. Me personally, I don't know which one I would want to fit into, because that you can argue, but there's so few people that, okay, I'm not gonna say you can't be androgynous or fat. You do you. There are so few people that fit into androgynous, like, that category and actually look good. Like, I aspire to be like that, low key. Like I'm not even joking. Because if you're like that, oh my gosh, if you genuinely can pull off either, you are actually just insane. I think that's some of the most attractive people. But barely anyone can pull it off, and most people that do just don't look good.
But truthfully, these two movements are
I'm
simply two
sorry.
branches of the entire source. That source is feminism, which has
Hmm.
come to utterly dominate Western media. Hollywood and television studios consistently identify more as feminist and liberal than the general public. This is then reflected in their portrayals of women. In a great irony, feminism rejects the value of femininity and works instead as a conduit to make females masculine. The biological differences between the sexes are seen not as something to be celebrated, but as obstacles to be destroyed.
Yep.
These natural differences are thus downplayed, and studios put ridiculous efforts into making female characters look and behave like their male counterparts. Things weren't always this
And
way.
shoot, if you're like this, I'm fine with it, to be honest with you. But again, barely any people can pull this off. Like Ronda Rousey, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm scared of her. I respect her a lot, but there's a lot of people that are um just don't fit it. If you're a girl boss, you can be a girl boss. Shoot, I can be a domestic husband. I don't care. But I just want like you to be true to yourself and know where your limits are at. You feel me? That's just me though.
In Western media, but they certainly are now. Meanwhile, this kind of feminist influence simply does not exist in anime studios, and that's played an enormous part in this contrast of character designs.
Dude, Saber. Oh my gosh, Saber. Sorry,
And
sorry.
beyond just the issue of feminism, a solid portion of the
No, I'm not.
animation
I love Saber. I get him pausing a lot, bro. I love Saber. I cannot stress that enough.
that gets propped up by corporations in the West is downright hideous. So it's clear that the physical appearance of anime girls is a main factor that makes them popular in the current West. But I will submit to you that there is
I think that was a stall for a second. I got really happy. I realized it wasn't a stall for.
an
It's a sad
even
word out here.
greater factor
I
at
don't even
play
know how
that
I
goes
got that
far
confused.
deeper than physical appearance. To lead into this, let's look at how Maki from the anime Love Lab responds to receiving a compliment from a boy.
君さ、ちょっと可愛いと思って人のことバカにしてんだろ。なんだよその反応、おかしいだろ。
Take note of the traits that are being displayed here. This leads into the point. Anime
Yeah.
girls are liked because of their virtuous and feminine personality traits.
Yep. They're cute. They're pure. They're shy. It's great. Yeah. That's a commonality in the anime world, and I
A
think it's
female
amazing.
character portraying bashfulness like this is common in anime, but all but extinct in Western media. Generally, these characters demonstrate attributes that make them ideal candidates for wives, including loyalty, modesty, and a positive view of marriage and children. It's a common sight in anime, especially in the slice of life genre, to see characters outright fantasize about marriage.
Japan's got it right, and yet we in America can't get this shit right. It's insane, bro. I think I need to move to America. I'm in Japan. Do people in Japan like black people? I don't know. I might be ostracized, to be honest. I mean, I was ostracized a lot in high school too for like an anime, so it's not much different.
それにこう見えても天文学の前はいいお嫁さんになるのも夢だったから二人で
お二人の初めての共同作業です。
Characters are written this way intentionally, because not only do these virtues make them good love interests, but they're also admirable traits in and of themselves. I've noticed that chastity in particular is a value that anime likes to highlight. This applies to both male and female characters, but
This is how it should always be. Like, how do I put this? Having sex for no reason just is bad. And the fact it's actually shown in anime that you should be like chaste and like not do that all the time, that's a pretty good value. Sorry, I apologize.
to avoid
I'll
going
keep
off
I'll keep
topic,
going.
I'll stick to the females. Importantly, even female protagonists that are designed in a sexualized way are written carefully to have these virtues.
Yeah.
I may not be a fan of some of these designs because they stride the line towards sexploitation, but their behavior, as I've described, shows that they're written with nuance.
Yeah.
As one example of this, in the anime Overlord, the character
I love albedo. Oh my god. Sorry.
albedo is revealed to be a virgin despite her sexualized appearance.
Yeah.
男性経験がなくてごめんなさいね。
It's a rarity to hear a character say something like this outside of anime.
Yeah.
Now,
Bro, it's literally, I told my friend I want something like that. He was like, are you high or something? That's not a thing no more. And I'm like, what? What do you mean that's not a thing no more? And I'm like, oh, that's what you mean. Because I'm keeping that for like when I find my special someone, or at least who I think is special. Preferably when I get married, if I get married. But it doesn't have to be that, but you know.
these female characterizations draw a stark contrast to not only Western media, but Western society itself. Currently in the West, values like modesty, chastity, and romantic exclusivity are increasingly treated as unnecessary or antiquated. This is in spite of the fact that most research shows that these things are critical to developing healthy long-term relationships. A 2019 research report from the Institute of Family Studies found that traditionally minded and religious couples reported the highest level of relationship quality and sexual satisfaction. Other research has shown that women who engage in promiscuous...
Did you know that like people that are modest and like actually have respect for one another might have a better relationship? Whoa. Sorry. I apologize.
sex are more likely to have failed marriages, more likely to become single mothers, more likely to get an abortion,
Yeah.
and less likely to report personal happiness than women who had zero sexual partners prior to being married.
Because you can't create that bond. There's literally a bond whenever you have it for the first time. But when you have it more, it just breaks and breaks, and then when you have it like 100 times, it's like, oh, this is basically the same as doing chores at this point. Like, are we serious right now? Why are you this sexually active, dude?
It
I have a
truthfully
friend like that.
turns out that the sexual revolution and
And it's
free
like,
love
it's
were
like, bro, like, he's like, why? Sorry for pausing it so much. I'm so sorry. But he's like, why can't I just find someone I actually connect with and everything? It's because you fucked it up. You just
an utter disaster. But in spite of this, most of Western society continues to double down on normalizing promiscuity.
Yep.
Fortunately, though, things aren't all bad just yet, as surveys do show that people say that those with more than 2 past sexual partners are undesirable for long-term relationships. The problem is that Americans report having between 4 and 7 past sexual partners. This is creating
that's insane. Because I'm not gonna lie, I consider 2 a lot. I consider 3 a lot too. 4, ooh.
an extreme gap between the
4 and
kind of
above is,
person
like,
people
crazy.
want a long-term relationship with
That's
and
me,
the
of
kind
course,
they can actually choose from.
And just my beliefs.
Furthermore, the average age people first report having sex is 17. Now add in the fact that data shows marriage has a negative correlation with number of sex partners. That is, the more sex partners a person has, the less successful their marriage is likely to be. All of these things have come together to create a relationship wasteland in the West. It's created a situation where the average person has to choose between settling for a spouse with many past sexual partners, which they don't want,
Of
or
course, who would want that? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't know someone in the right mind. Like, let me phrase it. I just don't know anyone in general that would want that. Would you rather have someone that's a virgin or someone who's experienced? Me personally, like, it just doesn't make sense to pick the second option. I feel like I'm gonna get canceled for that though. Shit. Hopefully this doesn't become too popular.
dropping the idea of marriage entirely. A horrible situation through and through. Meanwhile, rather than trying to reverse this, Western media has led the charge in exacerbating this crisis. Studio executives practically fall over themselves to put forward female characters that are sexually promiscuous and masculine. As an example, in the show Game of Thrones, nearly every single female character is written to either be involved in numerous sexual relationships or to have no interest in men whatsoever. Other shows that focus on teenage relationships are rife with premarital sex, abortion, homosexuality, and marriage being treated as a backwards institution. So, with both Western media and society increasingly abandoning both feminine and monogamous traits, anime has done the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why monogamy is such like a, oh my gosh, you're actually like loyal to only one person? Like I don't see how that's supposed to be a rare thing. Or like it just doesn't make sense to me. Also, why are you looking at the Pope with disdain? Why in that movie is it trying to paint the Pope as like a horrific guy? I'm not gonna say there aren't popes that aren't bad. That's not what I'm gonna say whatsoever, because I'm sure that there are popes that were bad. But like, I'm pretty sure most of them were good.
Now effectively
You know?
one of the
So
last reliable places young men can look to find idealized female portrayals who would make good wives. Thus, it shouldn't be surprising at all that it's garnered a large male audience. Now, a lot of anime fans may recognize this fact implicitly, but not actually be cognizant of it. There are, after all, many anime fans who are degenerate, and I think part of the reason these people exist is because they were never able to recognize
sorry. No, I'm kidding. I'm not like that. I swear. I swear.
what makes anime girls unique in the first place. And while I'm sure someone can find exceptions to what I've said in this video, they are just that, exceptions. To draw things to conclusion, the anime industry produces some beautiful works that we as Westerners
Unless if you're one of those type of people that only watch ecchi, and then you basically say, I watched this for the plot, actually, guys. The plot's really good. You're insane. You're
learn
insane.
from. None of this is to say that anime is perfect or that Japan is a perfect country. All things have their flaws. But what's clear here is that anime's female portrayals show feminine nature in a positive light that feminist media never can or will. In essence, it exposes the current cultural crisis in the West in both media and public attitudes. When a huge portion of your male population has to look to a foreign medium to find virtuous female portrayals, that's a serious problem.
Yeah.
I ultimately
That's how you know. We should all just move to Japan. I think that's just the best course of action, to be honest. We all just move to Japan and we just chill it up there. Actually, never mind. That would make it overpopulated. Do not move to Japan. Only me. Only me.
hope this video helps people see the value of virtue and the void that's left when people turn their back on it. Now there may be some things I forgot to mention, so feel free to leave your views in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell.
But no, that was a great video. I actually will probably subscribe to this guy. Oh, that was 4 years ago? How the hell is that on my recommended? Anyways, but oh, Leaflet also reacted to. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, PaxTube seems like a great person, great video by him. Make sure to subscribe to him. I'll link the original video in the description. Also subscribe to me if you like this video. I would greatly appreciate it. And goodbye.